So a couple of weeks ago I bought this new Xiaomi 4K 55-inch TV that takes up like 2/3 of my whole studio, and I wanted to watch a nicely animated Pixar movie so I can maximize my TV and test its capabilities. Luckily my girlfriend has Disney Plus Premium, so we hopped into bed so we could watch this movie in all its glory, right? Well, that's where you're wrong, buddy. Although my girlfriend has Disney Plus Premium, which she pays 14 euros a month for, the quality was still horrible. So I hopped out of bed to check what was wrong. So what is the problem? Is there somewhere I can change the resolution, like on YouTube? No, there doesn't seem to be any way on how to change the stream quality. Maybe it's just the browser. I recently installed Firefox for her, so maybe that is the problem. Nope, in Safari the quality was also still atrocious. Is it my internet? Nah, I usually get around. Is it the HDMI cable? Nope, it is HDMI 2.1. It should be fine. Maybe I should try it with my PC, with Chrome. Nope, quality is still terrible. At this point, my girlfriend was so bored that she started to scroll through Instagram reels. So what was the problem? Apparently the problem is that we were so dumb to use her MacBook to stream this movie to my new shiny TV. I mean, what in the goddamn world were we thinking? After some digging, I found out that there was no way to change to a higher quality than 720p on every fucking browser. It doesn't matter if you use Firefox, Chrome or Safari, it's all shit. Multiple users have reported that they also had heinous quality while watching movies in browser. This is apparently because of the copyright protection, so that you can't capture the movie easily and redistribute it. Okay, super annoying. After an hour of troubleshooting and reading Reddit posts, I knew what the solution was. Just don't watch it in a browser. I mean, I work in tech, I should know that it is better to use the native app rather than trying to use the service in browser. So I searched on Google, Disney Plus app macOS. No wait, that is not it. That is for iOS. Nope, Google, again wrong. This is for iOS. Now come on Google, not Softonic, get that shit out of here. Wait, yeah, this is it. How to watch Disney Plus on Mac. Wait, the official way to watch Disney Plus on a Mac is through a web browser because the official Disney Plus app is only available for iOS and iPad OS? What? There's no fucking app for Disney Plus on macOS? So there's literally no way you can watch Disney Plus content on a MacBook in a higher quality than 720p. A subscription you pay 14 euros a month for. For Disney Plus on Windows you have better luck. You can try out this amazing Microsoft Store application which has a ton of 1-star reviews with people describing the same quality problems. I can watch Lightning McQueen. Netflix has the same problem. There's also no application for macOS. HBO Max has also no native app for Windows and macOS. These streaming platforms make watching 4K on a Windows or macOS machine a pain. It only works in specific browsers like Chrome or Edge or through their app which opens it up through Microsoft Edge anyway. You have to install ACVC encoder extensions for your browser. This also only works if you have a certain graphics card which supports this, so forget laptops with integrated graphics. And if you have any non-standard setup like more than one monitor, it also won't work. How is it so impossible to watch 4K content in 2025 on a service which you pay a crazy amount of money for? Mind you that YouTube added 1080p quality in 2009 and 4K quality in 2010. That's 15 years ago. The resolutions of these streaming services are so low because of something called DRM. DRM is used so you can't screen record or extract a movie, but why is this DRM actually used? I can literally find a Netflix movie in better quality than Netflix offers themselves in 3 minutes. The negatives on using DRM on your streaming service outweigh the positives massively. You know how you used to share a Netflix or Disney Plus account with friends to cut the costs down? Well, these companies have been cutting down heavily on this. The problem now is that they also cut off a lot of the convenience of these streaming services. If you want to watch outside of your home, you need to apply for an I'm away request. The idiotic thing is if you use this feature, the device gets locked out of your account for a certain amount of time. So this sweet little boy who visits his grandma once a week got locked out of his account and can't access his movies anymore. How is he gonna enjoy staying at grandma's with a cup of tea and homemade cookies without X-Men's Origins Wolverine 2009 in 720p? Another problem I encountered while I was trying to watch Inside Out 2 is that the stream kept on buffering and lowering the quality, even further than 720p, even though I have stable internet throughout my whole studio. It's mind-boggling that people accept this. Also, with Netflix, you used to download a movie or series on your laptop when you were traveling by plane. Well, that has been taken away as well. The download option is only available on mobile devices, so you can still watch it on your small phone screen instead of your nice shiny 4K laptop screen you just bought. Well, I can't talk about the unshittification of streaming services without talking about the price. The prices have absolutely skyrocketed to the moon for these streaming services. Netflix costs €19 a month if I want to use the full potential of my TV. On some services you can even pay to watch advertisements during your show. At Disney Plus, for example, you can pay €6 a month for the version with ads. So every 22-minute episode you watch of Naruto, you can enjoy 8 minutes of advertisements. The weirdest thing is that people keep defending these decisions with arguments like, that's how it used to be in the good old cable TV era. Or, Disney DVDs used to have trailers at the beginning that you couldn't skip. This isn't new. Yeah, well, no shit. I hated ads back then too. Shouldn't we move on and try to get better services as a customer instead of clinging the old ways? Some HBO Max users on the ad-free premium plan even reported that they still see clunky half-assed cuts where the ads would have been. Talk about a premium experience. I just can't understand why you would pay for a service to watch advertisements and watch in a 2004-ish quality. The price increases for the streaming services are also downright criminal. The Verge reports for Netflix a jump from $8 to $18 on the standard subscription model. So you pay $18 a month for a peasant resolution. And a jump from €12 to €25 for the chat 4K streaming quality. And that is only one streaming service. If you want to have a decent library of movies and series, you want to have at least like 3 streaming services in my opinion. So for example, if you have Netflix, Disney Plus and HBO Max, you pay 19, 14 and €14. So that's €47 a month for the premium 4K quality streams for a beautiful cheap Chinese TV. That is €563 a year. That's absolutely insane in my book. For my fellow Americans, it's even crazier. You pay $25 for Netflix, $21 for HBO Max and $16 a month for Disney Plus. This would amount to $743 a year for only 3 streaming services. Netflix has been turning into a leftover buffet for a while now. Netflix used to be the be-all end-all for cable TV packages. Just one place to watch all your favorite content. Netflix was the pioneer of the streaming service as we know it today and had taken over the world. But being the first at something doesn't mean that you are going to keep that market share. Every major media company saw the immense growth in popularity and they started to rush and create their own platform. Netflix lost many great shows to these other streaming platforms over the years. Luckily for us, Netflix saw this long coming and started creating their own Netflix exclusive shows and created bangers like Death Note live action remake and The Cool Blab. On one hand, it is sad that you don't have almost all content in one place anymore. On the other hand, it should in theory create competition, which should be good for the end product and consumer. Unfortunately, this is not the case and almost all the major streaming platforms are literal shit. People need to stop accepting that these platforms are below the bare minimum and stop paying for this shit. Sadly, this doesn't seem to be the case, as Netflix posted a record subscriber growth while raising the subscription fee again. The future of streaming services is getting bleak. Customer feedback is falling on deaf ears, prices get higher and higher, while the profits skyrocket. The golden age of streaming is over. Get ready to bend over and pay for a mediocre at best service. Don't get me wrong, I really like the original idea of a service like Netflix where you can watch on-demand content for a monthly fee. But what we have nowadays is a far cry from that. We are going back to our roots of the cable TV era. We are regressing instead of advancing, and that is not a good looking future in my opinion. I mean, how is it possible that I can get better quality Netflix originals on the high seas than on Netflix itself where you pay the premium? Like I said, my girlfriend cancelled her Disney Plus subscription, and honestly, after seeing the substandard quality and performance and usability, I can't blame her. We are not paying for 720p in 2025, and maybe you should also reconsider your streaming subscriptions.